Hello guys and gals of the internet, I'm Stuart Gals of YouTube, Mixer.com and Twitch TV. Today, day of recording, 21st of January 2019, and it is a pretty momentous week, ladies and gentlemen, because this coming week is the release of Resident Evil 2's remake. And as you guys may know, if you've already checked out my thoughts on the demo, which I will put in a card at the top of the screen in case you haven't and you come across this, you'll know that I'm hugely excited for a couple of reasons. It looks great, and Resident Evil 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and by some margin my favorite game in the series. And it's a pretty interesting fact that I mentioned the series, because even though I'm a lover of the series, there are a few games I still have yet to either beat as a whole or cover on my YouTube channel. Resident Evil 0 actually falls under both of those categories because this is one game I never even touched apart from, as you can probably see, the day it came out. I did have the first part of this game recorded when it did first came out, but I just never uploaded it because I never went back to actually playing it. So Resident Evil 0 is actually one of those games I have not beat and seen very little of past the train section. So full warning right now, I'm probably most likely really gonna suck. I could really find all the adjectives in the world. Basically, this might be a long one and it might not be that great. Because Resident Evil 0, believe it or not, was actually released on the GameCube, and it's a very similar situation to Resident Evil 1's remake. In more ways than one actually. Both were GameCube games, both were later released on the PlayStation 4. And both of them I never played until these playthroughs. Now I've already covered Resident Evil 1 on YouTube before. The remake, I did the remake on the PlayStation 4 when it came out in 2015. I can't even remember. But I covered that one. As I've said, I've already played Resident Evil 2 to death. I never played Resident Evil 3. I've played Resident Evil 4 on YouTube a few times actually, with my latest one being already there, of course. Resident Evil 5 I've played a few times, most recently co-op with Terminating Games. Resident Evil 6 I've played, but we haven't actually had a chance to put that up on both our YouTubes yet. We will be doing that at some point in the future. We hope it's pretty soon. Resident Evil 7, I'd initially done a playthrough of, but again, very much like this, I started Resident Evil 7 but never finished it. So that's another game I'm going to have to go back to. So that leaves Code Veronica, which is on the PS4, but I haven't even bought it yet, let alone chucked it out, so there you go. I'm going to have to do that at some point, because that's probably the only one I'm going to play. The only thing that really puts me off Code Veronica is it's probably going to look pretty shitty, because it's one of those PS4 games that really is only ported and doesn't really look great, but I guess that ends the breaks of that one. We'll go widescreen. Probably gonna probably play this as modern kind of stuff as possible. The controls. Now, see, this is very much like its roots with fixed camera angles and stuff, and tank controls. So, being that I haven't played a Resident Evil game of this type since Resident Evil 1's remake back in 2015. I'm probably going to be incredibly rusty with the controls. Let's see. So attack is R1 and X. That's going to be weird. I don't know if I want to change that. I might do. So solo team is touchpad. Map is L2. Change target is L1. Move main character is either D-pad or left stick. I will have alternate on because I feel it'll be better, even though sometimes with the alternate control scheme with the left stick, sometimes the camera will switch and it'll end up going in the wrong direction. But I think with tank controls, they probably wouldn't work in a game like this. It'd probably work in the original Resident Evil game. They worked really well, but I don't know if they work in a more modernized version of the game, which is probably what I experienced at some point during the one remake playthrough I did. Of Remake 1, I mean. Stands as square. Switch character is triangle. I think I'm probably going to stick with that. And just hope that I don't press both R buttons to attack and shit. Even though I might end up doing that anyway. Yeah, we'll just leave it as it is. Alright, so, new game. So, one of the very few games in the series I haven't beat, along with 3 and Code Veronica. I do know a little bit about Resident Evil 0 because myself and Tom Games actually did a co-op playthrough a long time ago of, which one was it? I think it was Umbrella Chronicles, which actually had some portions of Resident Evil 0 in the game. So I kind of know who the characters are, I know a couple of locations, but as for this game, I've rarely ever covered it past the train section, which is where my original playthrough ended up and never really went on from there, which is my bad. I really need to plan this stuff out better when I do this stuff. Anyway.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island.
Rockfort Island, discount Code Veronica already.
Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events.
I already know the answers, thank you. I've got another series to know.
Umbrella was somehow involved. Little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom?
I know. More or less.
And how was the team
More or less I know.
Created? To uncover the truth, we must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning, before the mansion incident.
Oh, sorry, that's my door. So it's basically the same setting, but outside the mansion, more or less. I never even knew this game existed, truth be told. It actually came out on the GameCube originally, which I never owned. My sister did. But she was more playing into Smash than Resident Evil, so I missed out on it. Oh, spin. Oh, fuck. Oh, Lord. I don't know why, but these things instantly remind me of the things from Resident Evil 7, like the mold shit. That'd be ironic. Who's this guy? What the fuck is he doing up there? I'm the orchestrator of everything, goddammit. Yes, very quick response stars 2 hours later.
in the suburbs of Raccoon City.
and even later
have prepared us for the nightmare that ensued.
Resident Evil 1 happened.
We never stood a chance.
Never stood a chance, yet you survived.
Emergency landing.
So basically, this is the team that sucked complete ass when it came to it. You know, because none of these guys survived anything. Apart from Rebecca. Like, what the hell? Rebecca was the only one of his teams to survive. Like, okay. I only say that because you first look at Rebecca and think, shit, there's not really a lot on her. She's probably going to be first to die. And she actually wasn't.
Look.
She actually became quite formidable in her own right, in a way. I remember from my Chris playthrough that I did on stream, Resident Evil 1, and Rebecca died because I actually forgot to go back for her at some point. She was in trouble, and I thought the story was that she fights out, and I forgot that you had to go back for her, so I ended up not getting the good ending of the game because Rebecca died. That is actually a true story.
July 22nd.
I was going to upload that and never did.
Transferred to the Regathon.
I think it's because I really sucked complete ass at it, which I'm totally expending here, by the way. But I'm hoping to put this up. I'm hoping to kind of spirit with Resident Evil 2.
All right, everyone, let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
Even though he could be long gone, but fuck it. Let's make it look like we're searching for him anyway. I don't think that was part of their mission, was it? I don't remember it. I don't remember this team's mission at all. I think they were kind of like the first response. And then Chris and Jill were like afterwards when they had no response from this team. Not even Rebecca. Funny enough, meeting Rebecca as Chris in Resident Evil 1, she never mentions it. And that's because that was part of the original script. Like, Capcom probably had no idea they were going to make this game back in like 98 or whenever they... No, it wouldn't be 98, that's Resident Evil 2. But the door to safety is shut, in brackets, behind me. Oh god. I've never played this game, so I'm going to suck. One thing we're going to do immediately, actually, is we're going to do this. Because why not? Oh god. Star's prototype, she looks totally like Jill. So, Resident Evil? Alright, so probably a couple of things carry over from Resident Evil 1 playthrough I did, I guess. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put the classic into the mix. There you go, that's better. See, the one problem with, The one problem with the alternative control scheme is going to be, like, well, spinning. But it's going to be like when the camera changes, you want to run away, and the camera changes, and you're going to have to kind of adapt to the change of the camera. I might go back to the tank controls, but I think the one time I did that in the Resident Evil original remake playthrough, I really didn't do too well. So I went back to it eventually.
This is Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
Oh, someone's there, alright. Things aren't normal, Resident Evil cliche. Things aren't normal, people are gruesomely dead. Oh, spit. Oh, good. Immediately target the one dude. Get down, sucker. Actually, that killed him. Headshots for the win. That was the one thing about like Resident Evil classic games is headshots are very hard to get. The graphics don't look too bad, actually. Funny enough though, I think they were slightly better in the first remake. Which is weird, considering they kind of have the same story, so to speak. I mean, I'm going to say this right now, I think there are probably going to be times where I get hugely lost, and I'm probably going to have to resort to Flash's playthrough. I don't think I'm not, I think I'm going to probably put that in right now. I kind of don't want to, but I think at the end of the day, I'm kind of lost with this one. Especially after this section. I don't really remember this section as well, because I think the last time I played it was, as you probably saw in the trophies, about 3 years ago. Change of investigation remains in the Arklay Mountains laboratory. We are moving into 2 groups. The initial group assigned to start checking what is left of the human experiment. Doesn't this look familiar to what we're doing right now? Unfortunately, the test production of BOW Type Y139 had to be suspended because of this investigation. It's the same with Type Y... Wait, what? It's the same thing! They make it sound like it's different, I'm confused. There's still so much we don't know about the responses to crustacean T-virus. Fuck me, can I call it just ZTV? Whatever. There's a lot of interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only minute doses of T bring about remarkable changes to solitary size, multiplication of internal toxins, and brain development. Basically, they're wrong. The words of Vash. If these effects controlled by a powerful weapon could be reduced, but the sudden development of the shell results in corresponding fragility. Oh, Jesus Christ, these words. Certain areas become extremely weak, which is, yeah. Problematically, one of these areas is the head. Yeah, that makes sense. Hence headshot. I was going to be pursuing the same research. It would certainly help to find data that samples would help us in our research. Days find the project and growing more anxious. Raccoon City newspapers and TV stations are full of reports of bizarre murders, or in the case of Resident Evil 4, grisly murders in the suburbs. It can't be the virus, can it? If it is... No, can't think of that right now. I have to concentrate on this investigation, make sure it goes smoothly. In other words, it's this guy, and he got boned, obviously. Let's see if anything else is in here. See, one thing I'm worried about this game, and the fact that I haven't played it before, is I'm going to have to be careful not to not auto save. Well, obviously, I'm gonna be careful not to over save, because I don't know this game. I don't know what I'm getting. Excuse me, I don't know what I'm getting into, but at the same time, it's like you have obviously ink limits in this game, as you can see here. So, yeah, you've got to be very, very careful. See, at least with the first remake, I kind of knew what I was doing, even though it was slightly different. Resident Evil 2's remake is very, very fucking, like, jarring, because, as I said in the video I was pointing you to earlier, about my thoughts on the demo, I said that in the main police room, there's now these sets of stairs, and it's like, whoa, that's so jarring, because in the original that I've played to death, there were no stairs. The only way you could do that is through a ladder. Now there's all of a sudden these two sets of stairs that go in that direction. I'm like, oh, God, way to throw me off. Sand Blow isn't inevitable. 8 arcs of the Raccoon City in the Arklay Mountains lies our camps. Company's management training facility. It was shut down years ago. Now we are conducting a preliminary study to the reopening of the facilities. First Investigation Unit is already on site and opening an investigation. I want the team to provide support. So this is probably the other letter, isn't it? To the one we just found. The following orders: R.E. William Birkin, Dick, and and Unit. Yeah, I can't read that. Investigative Unit, I think. The rest is torn up and unreadable. No shit. As is the whole thing. Yeah. Someone this Edward goes through this window. Slotting cannot be opened. The door reads conductor's office. Okay. That's locked as well. Shit. You need a key card for that. Train's employee's coat has been brutally torn apart. He's holding something. Aren't they all? Ah. I know you. Vaguely.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me. Been fantasizing.
Quite notorious, dude. I think everyone does.
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Well, that's cool. So in the gameplay cutscenes, she actually wears
stars. Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want
the costume
me
you
around,
picked.
so
I like how he said
I'm
stars
afraid
there,
the
like
chat
he's
time
kind of
is
semi-nemesis.
Wait! You're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
But you won't. Obviously.
Edward! Are you alright?
Oh, this is where the dogs come in, isn't it?
Worse than... we can't. You must be careful, Rebecca. The forest is full of zombies and monsters.
Zombies and monsters.
Wasn't he part of the team that just landed? Like, he only knew that in a matter of minutes. Oh, spit. Aim and fire. Shit. The good thing about this is she'll auto aim when you're aiming at something. So, whoa! Friggin' dick. See, I've never liked these camera angles because you can't see shit. I knew he was still up. Nope. Nope. Alright, I think we're good. Yep. This is the one thing I always didn't really like about, I think, the first remake in a way. Especially with dogs and hunters, it's awful because they're like really fast. I wonder if the key actually works for that door. I don't think so though. No. Okay. Yeah, when the hunters come out, Jesus Christ. Ammo, yay. His body has bark marks all over it, so we know what killed him, the dogs. Pretty much the whole of, like, both teams, aside from certain people, like, with Edward, and then obviously with Joseph and the other team, they were all dead by dogs. So, in the Resident Evil kind of canon, this is the team that completely sucked apart from Rebecca and we're all dead. Aw, spit. Oh, wait. Yeah. Wrong way. Oh. That was my bad. Lay down. That doesn't work. Oh, God. Get off me. Does she have a knife? Just out of interest? No. Yeah, I think I probably would have had to shoot these guys. Do we go this way or up the stairs? I think we go through this door. I'm hoping I come across a health item soon. I don't want to use the single herb yet.
Over. Enrico! Hello! Can you read me? Please respond.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I'd walked back there, I would have got grabbed by the guy that was just standing right inconveniently between those seats.
Billy Cohen killed as many as 23 people. Over.
23.
So Billy Cohen was their objective, isn't it? That's kind of what they're implying here.
Can you hear me, Rebecca? Over. Stay alert, Rebecca. He wouldn't think twice before killing you.
Enrico! Captain! Hello? Hello!
The radio's fucked. God damn it. Okay. Aha. Use train key, don't seem to need it. Good. I think always priority 1 in the classic Resident Evil games is get rid of the keys.
It's gonna be dangerous from here on in. Why don't we cooperate?
Cooperate with you?
Listen, little girl, if you haven't noticed, there's some pretty freaked out things on this train. And I, for one, want to get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself. What should I call you?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Well then, Rebecca. Why don't you go and try while I wait here?
God damn it. What's in here? Ah. Great. Oh, there's something there, I missed it. Go back down. I thought he was going to shoot me. That would have been hilarious. On closing the dining car, supervisors are asked to switch off the automatic doors after ensuring all staff have vacated the car. Main automatic door power switch is located on the roof of the 5th car. Inspections will take place when the train is garaged. After inspections are complete, use the ladder near the 2nd floor of the dining car. Oh, okay. That's obviously going to be semi-important. Oh, if I remember rightly, I think this game has like a team-up system, so it's going to be a bit confusing. It's always locked.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Hey, buddy. Oh, God. What the fuck? Oh, good. Well. Hi. And, see you, nerd. See you, nerd, I'm not facing your ass. And they're chasing me anyway. Damn. Oh, Lord. Nick Kang dive. From True Crime Ballet.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Instant bad guy. Pretty sure that's supposed to be a guy.
Who is that guy?
Yep.
What's going on? Who's controlling the train?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Well, I don't...
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All right.
He's got a point.
But you just remember, I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Fine. Now take these with you.
Awesome.
If you find anything, give me a call, all right?
Player's Manual 2. Switch control between the two lead characters and use their different abilities to progress through the game. See, that's the one thing I'm worried about, because I don't know what I'm getting into here. Character content controller is called the main character, partner character. Partner character generally moves independently, but can use the right trigger to control them yourself. I said right trigger, I meant right stick. It's only partner on the status screen and allows you to assign instructions. Solo and team. I think I'll probably just stick to team actually. Partners attacks automatically, partner will not attack. I don't think you want to do that. Press triangle to at the status screen to switch characters. You switch characters in order to progress certain situations. Okay. Rebecca has the following attributes.